It's never going to leave this button. And this is what it does. Wearing the bunny hood will actually increase your running speed in this game. So it does not only look cute, it is also very practical to use. Oh, have I said that I love this mask, by the way? Let's return to town. This is the only thing we can actually do in this area. Remember, the town where the moon is going to fall. Oh, I love this shot, by the way. I'm going to keep the camera like this. This looks awesome. Getting all goosebumps of this. Oh man, this game can be so beautiful. Okay, let's go. One thing I'd like to show off before we finish off here. Okay, now let's go talk about conflicting events. I did talk about this briefly in the second day. But now let's go show it off. Normally, the Kafei quest will continue here. The thief who stole the bump bag will show up at the curiosity shop during the second night. Kafei will spot him and follow him to his hideout, continuing the quest. However, it's at a part of the game we cannot access yet, so therefore completing the quest we cannot do anyway at this point. However, if the guy does not show up, Kafei will not be able to follow him, and the quest will also lock at this point. Allow me to show you off what happens. Normally, the man from the curiosity shop will be here. However, Kafei is still here, waiting for this guy, as you can see, and he's going to stay here until forever. And this is how conflicting events work. If you actually help the old lady with the bump bag in the first night, this quest is actually bothered by it, as you can see. The Kafei quest will be locked if you actually complete the first event of the bump business quest. Madame Aroma's Search, Anju's Anguish and the Testament of Love event will all three be locked at this point if the thief is not able to actually show up at the curiosity shop. So I will reset the quest in a moment, but first we need to finish off one final event that is still ongoing before we restart cycle number 2 quickly. Although I must address that you don't officially have to do this one in one cycle. The Lucky Numbers quest is unlike the Deku Flower Power, not dependent on you doing it in one cycle. If you do the first day in one cycle and the other two in another one, it will still count. You don't have to do all three of them in one cycle. However, I'm still here, so might as well do it. And since I already bought my ticket, it would be weird to actually leave this quest behind. There we go. Revenge has been taken on this broken game. Although officially I'm the one who broke it by traveling in time. But okay, all three of the days have been won. Lucky Numbers has been cleared off. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go save up these rupees in the bank before we close off this first part of the second cycle. Okay, there we go. Also a good excuse to actually do the second cycle multiple times in order to show off the conflicting events. It gives me multiple chances to actually put money in the bank. Because we need a lot of that in order to finish that quest off definitively. But anyway, we are dealing with locked events all over the place because of a certain lady being saved. However, if we do things differently, if we do not save her, some events will play out differently. As you might have seen, Kafei will stay around. The thief that stole his mask is not going to show up, so he is not able to follow him. But what if he does? Let's reset quickly. Go ahead, sir. I don't mind. You can have that. If you want the goods so badly, go right ahead. You might expect this guy to actually be here, since he went through the north gate. Okay, we are back. Let's move on to the final day. This time, the bomb bag was stolen, as you might have seen. So now, something different will happen. Dawn of the final day. 24 hours remain. Okay, during last night, the thief actually showed up at the curiosity shop. And Kafei was able to actually track him down. So Kafei is no longer going to be here. Instead, this guy will be here. The owner of the curiosity shop. Yeah, this is his storage after all, so... And of course, he was also aware of the fact that Kafei was hiding here. Huh? You the green-head kid? I got a message from Kafei. Now, Kafei. I've known him since he was real little. But when he showed up looking all young like that in that brat body, I didn't know what I was seeing. All it took was one glance at that Keaton mask he was carrying for me to realize that I was looking at my old friend. I gave him that mask a long time ago when he was just little Kafei. Didn't know he kept it that well for so long. I'm not sure why, but I want to give this to you. You got the Keaton mask. This is Kafei's mask of memories. Accepting this keepsake does not make much sense to you, but you should take it anyway. Now, Kafei. He says he wants you to take this to his mother. You were given a special delivery to Mama. This is priority mail, so hurry up and deliver it. A customer came to my shop last night. Now Kafei sees him, and Kafei's color changes, and he goes running after the guy. The guy's a regular, a greedy thief named Seikon. I think he's from Ikana village. Ah, Ikana village. This is where he's from, and that's also where he ran off to. But it's a place we cannot access quite yet. So that event is going to be stopped for now. However, this letter we got to Mama is actually something we can do multiple things with. It's the whole reason why I'm still doing the Kafei quest, even though I can't finish it officially. But there's actually 2 ways you can actually finish it, and this second one we can already do. So this is an event we need to do twice anyway. So might as well already start taking care of the first one. In order to finish off a Testament of Love, you actually need access to the canyon area. That's where Ikana village is. However, this letter we got, we can actually also do in a different way. We can give it to Madame Aroma directly. Go to the milk bar in the final night, that's where she will be. Give her the letter. And Madame Aroma's search will be complete. However, it's a letter. You know how you can also handle your letters, your mail. You can also take it to the post office. Because the postman has another problem. His job is still scheduled in, even on the day the world does not exist anymore. So he's kinda in panic right now. Night of the final day. 12 hours remain. Go in the post office, you will find a panicked postman. But there is one final job we can make him do. As you can see, he's quite desperate. Oh, I want to flee, but it's not written on the schedule. To me, the delivery schedule, it's the highest priority. Okay, Mr. Delivery. I've got one final thing for you to deliver. Here's a letter. This is a priority mail seal. This is the highest of priorities. I shall deliver it. It is for... Oh, the postmistress. Let's see, her schedule says she's off work today. That means she's probably relaxing with a warm jug of milk at the milk bar right now. The postmistress dearly loves her precious clock town. That's why she refuses to flee. Brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it? Quickly now, to the milk bar. Could you move a little bit faster, please? Okay, here we go. One final job for the postman before the world is destroyed. Madame Aroma also being the head of the post, as you can see. The postmistress. She also refuses to leave Clocktown. Even when it's about to get destroyed, she will stay around. So she is still here to receive this letter. And like I said, you can also give it to her directly. Just go to the milk bar yourself and give it to her. That will actually finish off Madame Aroma's search. So if you give the letter to the postman, that event will be locked at this point. Since you don't have two of the letters. You can't give both of them in the same cycle. However, this one actually gives you a better reward. So this is the reason why I'm doing this one right now. Even though we're not a member officially, in the final night the milk bar is open to everyone. You just can't buy any drinks. I have a delivery for you, postmistress. Oh my, it can't be. You're still here? Tomorrow's delivery is still scheduled. What are you saying? Did you see the sky? It's terrible. But... Oh my! Well, what shall we do? It's from Kafei. It's priority mail. I'm so happy to think something good would come in the end. Thank you. You may flee now. That is an order. Understood. Ah, that's so nice of you. Oh dear, are you right with not fleeing? It looks like this is it for this town, you know. You saw the moon, didn't you? It's gotten so huge. All the townsfolk have fled. You should flee too. Far away. I'm going to stay here. After all, that expert I gave my son's mask might still come. Yeah, that's me in fact. But I already gave the letter to the postman, so I can't give it to you myself. But anyway, the postman is happy he's allowed to flee. He was desperate after all. That was clear. And of course he's going to be grateful for us handling this. I have decided to flee. It is an order from the postmistress. I am now free. I can set my own schedule. I don't need this anymore. So, here, I'll let you have it. You got the postman's hat. This dignified hat allows you to check the mail. Wear it with any of the item buttons. It might just suit you. The postman's Peril. Complete. You saved a troubled public servant. Whee! I'm free! I'm free! So free, in fact, I walk straight through that guard. Okay. Anyway, we got a new mask, and therefore we can actually also start working with that immediately. As the explanation told, the postman's hat is actually able to check the mail. And with that it actually means we are allowed to access the post boxes. You are doing a great job. Ka-ching! Some other item than a letter has been deposited. Ka-ching! Ah, and it's a piece of heart. Nice work. Ka-ching! You do realize I'm not the real postman, right? Okay, what more can we do? We can quickly check out Anju. I did talk about how she's still around after you give the pendant to her. And this is actually where she will be. In her own room, which is actually also open on the final night. The only time in the cycle you can actually access this place. And as you can see, she's waiting for him. Ooh, and her wedding dress is also here. Looks awesome. However, I'm afraid he's not going to show. He followed the thief to Ikana. And there, he will meet up with some trouble. Something we're actually supposed to help him. However, we cannot access that place yet, so... I've decided to wait for him. I've made my promise. I'm fine with this. I believe him. Yeah, but he's not the problem. If you do not help him in the next event of the Testament of Love, he will not show up. So she will die a lonely death here in Clocktown. Very sad, very sad. It isn't until much later in the game that we can actually access that point and definitively finish off this quest. But because of the two ways you can actually deliver the letter to Mama, in this quest you need to do twice anyway. Might as well take care of that first one immediately. That final part with the Testament of Love, we only need to do once, so the Kafei quest will continue and get finished much, much later in this game. For now, this is all we can do regarding that. So, ladies and gentlemen, after locking, stopping, or finishing all the quests here in Clocktown, we are finally done with the second cycle. All of the side quests Human and Deku Link can do in Clocktown, at this point, taken care of. Let's head back in time, and next time the third cycle will begin definitively, and we will return to the main quest. Treecks out. Okay everyone, I'm back real quick. Here's actually a little bit of a loose event I want to take care of quickly. Because I don't really have another point in time where I can actually do that. If you check out the Postman, you will see he actually has a part on the timeline. And that actually involves a minigame. The reason I'm covering this now is because I usually still end up doing this in the second cycle. However, I'd like to show off how this minigame is supposed to be done normally. And for that I actually needed a certain mask I did not have accessible yet. Oh, he's not here yet. Okay, I'll wait for him then. There you are. Okay, let's finish that story. Like I said, there's actually a minigame involved with the Postman at this point in time. Officially, you can actually do this without this mask. That's usually what I do, but I'd also like to show off how you do it normally, what the intended way is. So, let's go check out this Postman minigame. 4, 5, 6. Whoa, you startled me! Don't disrupt my training. In my mind, I am running for exactly 10 seconds without looking at a clock. I was in the middle of mental training. You may make fun of me, but this is quite difficult. Will you try? Sure. Press A to start. Count to 10 seconds, and the precise moment you think you've hit 10 on the dot, press A again. 2, 3. And yeah, as you can see here, the clock disappears. Now. Oh, it was close. 10:53. See, I told you it was difficult. You look like you may want to try again. I'll let you try, but it'll cost you 2 rupees. Okay, and this is actually normally what I try to do. A challenge to count on. Counting exactly to 10 was hard. Yeah, like I said, normally I still try to do it like this. However, there is actually a way to make this minigame easier. It is the only official use of the bunny hood. It is a running mask after all. And if you try this minigame while wearing the bunny hood, first of all, he gets startled by the ears. But that is not all it does. Because playing this minigame while wearing the bunny hood, as you can see, will make sure the clock actually stays around, making this a whole lot easier. And I'm still off. However, this way it shouldn't cause too much problem eventually getting this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. 10 seconds on the dot. Huh? 10 seconds? That is amazing! You have reflexes suitable for a postman. As thanks for showing me something impressive, I will give you this. Thank you very much. Heart piece. I can't be like this. I'll have to train more. More! Complete. You showed your wild instincts. I'm just wearing some silly bunny ears. Can't really call that wild instincts. But anyway, like you might have seen, A quest you can officially do without the mask, however it is going to be far more difficult. But since I wanted to show off the intended way, how the bunny hood actually makes the clock stay around, thought might as well do it now. Because of not having the bunny hood available to me during the second cycle, at the time this minigame was active I was unable to do it then. And in the third cycle I also don't really have time to actually check this out, so I thought might as well do it loosely here. Hope you don't mind. But anyway, now the episode will definitively be closed. See you in the third cycle in the next episode. Treecks out.